Right, good morning. This is David GPSC, and as you can see today, I'm inside because the weather is awful. We're forecast snow and that, and if it snows, I'm getting out there anyway. So I have been outside, hence the get up, and I'm sat in my dining room now. And I thought I was going to do this outside, but I'm going to do the first part of this indoors. So this is a little my little take on a couple of knives that I've got in my possession, budget knives to be honest, because we're not all minted. Right, the first knife I've got is the Black Bear Bowie by Cold Steel. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Not the most attractive thing in the world, is it? To be honest, I've taken this on a couple of camping trips, and it's okay. I wouldn't say it's anything special. The size of it, it's actually the Black Bear Bowie machete, so it's meant to be a machete knife. As a machete, I don't rate it at all. As a large knife, it's okay. Right, let's take a look at it. Right, the sheath. It's one of those nylon riveted sheaths. I mean, it's obviously strong enough for the job. It feels quite well made, but it don't look that very nice. It's not my cup of tea. I'd replace that. But for the price of the knife, it's not worth it. Right, let's take this bad boy out. Right, what we got here is a beast. This really is. We got some sort of Teflon black plastic handle, which feels cheap, but it's quite comfortable, really. I've got to admit that's not a bad handle. I mean, it looks awful. It's made awful, but it's with the weight of the knife, that handle feels okay. Well, it's about an 11-inch blade, if I can remember correctly. But when it comes out of the box, it's got a slight edge. But if you want it razor sharp, you're gonna have to do that yourself. Very thin. It doesn't lend itself to a really good chopper like a machete should be, if that makes sense, because it's very thin. And with a lot of machetes, you've got that weight. Like in a good machete, you got that weight, and this weight doesn't seem to balance well for a machete. But for a knife, as you can see, it's light enough to be a knife, but as a machete, I don't rate it. Right, so I've used this a couple of times, and I've chopped small trees and stuff, but it's more grief than it's worth. I could have broken with my hands better, to be honest. I think as a knife, okay, as a machete, I wouldn't bother, to be honest. But for 35 quid posted, you get what you pay for, and it will do the job, and it will keep you alive, and it will do the things that you want it to do pretty much to a limit. Okay, so if I was going to rate this out of 10, I would probably give it a 5. Do you know what I mean? And that's really for the looks and the probably the comfort of the handle. A sheath I don't rate a lot, and the actual weight of the blade and the balance of the blade I don't particularly like. But there you go. So that's the Black Bear Bowie. I think you can get them really cheap now. I think they're about 25 quid or something like that. Worth a punt. If you want something cheap and it don't matter what you do with it, not bad. Okay, right, the next one is the British Army Commando jungle knife or something, I think it's called. I can't remember. We used to call them the pigs. This, now see, I like this. I'm a big knife guy, but it's I actually really like this. I won this off a friend, but I've actually used these before, so I know what they're like. The weight and balance of these feels good. It's very blade heavy, but it's got that weight to chop, if that makes sense. It's a small thing, but it'll chop through, and I'll show you that compared to the Black Bear Bowie in a minute. It's a good length. The weight feels good. The grip feels really good in my hand. For a cheap knife, I think you can pick these up, similar price, 35 quid. So we're going on 2 budget knives here. So let's have a look. Right, so we got the Black Bear Bowie and we got that. You can see the size difference straight away. Same sort of price. You can see the quality difference as well. See this one? The British Army knife. It feels and it looks a lot better made. Okay, let's turn it on the side. I don't know if you can see that, but see the thickness. Let's move over there so you can see it. See the thickness. This British Army one is nearly twice as thick on the spine, which is going to help it chop. It's going to be a really good chopper, even though it's a small knife. The Black Bear Bowie doesn't sort of bode itself well for a good chopper. Where this, I've used these before, and these will go through pretty much anything, because it's a good balance. I'm not sure about the actual balance of the knife, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. But I think these, you can pick these up for about 35 quid. The Sheath is a lovely size. I mean, the whole thing, I've got to admit, I'm pretty impressed with the whole thing, to be honest. It's like, I haven't had them for years, and then I come across this one again. But, I mean, you've got your belt loops, go on your webbing or wherever, and it's a good size. I mean, the Black Bear Bowie is like, I think it's like an ego knife, to be honest. I think it's like, it would fare more as a weapon than a tool, to be honest. I mean, let's have a look. Let's turn them around so you can see them properly with the handles. I mean, this, I sort of give the Black Bear Bowie 5 out of 10. This is definite 8 out of 10. The weight, the balance, the size, the sharpness, the thickness of the blade, this is going in my bug out bag. This is being removed from my bug out bag and used as garden tool, because that's pretty much all it's worth. To be honest, I don't want to trust my life on something that like looks too flimsy. This, I would definitely recommend. I've used these before, and these will go through pretty much anything. And they hold their edge well as well. I'm not sure of the steel of them, but I mean, you can obviously look this up. But I think this, as a knife and as for a bug out bag, perfect. Good size, good weight, good blade. Okay, this, if you could even fit it in your bug out bag, maybe. Last resort, maybe, but no. Okay, so my vote for this British Army Jungle Knife is 8 out of 10, and I would definitely recommend this. Okay, right, okay, I will take them out on a video maybe next week, and we'll smash them about a bit and see what happens. Like I say, I've got got a couple of, excuse me, I've got custom knife makers making me a couple of knives that should arrive soon as well. So like they're going to be had a look at, and I'm sure they're going to be a lot better quality than these, to be honest. But excuse me, this weather is playing havoc on me. Right, that's been Dave, GPSN. Tune in for the next video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. There's loads more coming up. We're doing urban combat. We're doing urban exploration. I'm even going to be doing a prepper's pantry, where I'm going to be taking tin stuff, all this horrible stuff that you eat as a last resort. And because I'm a qualified chef, I'm going to be making this into nice stuff. So, so you can actually sort of survive on this stuff, and it isn't too bad. Right, I shall speak to you all soon. It's been emotional as ever, and take care. All the best. Bye.